Welcome back. Today we're going to do something a little different. It's a little too cool and damp out to do much yard work yet. So we'll do a full service on our riding lawnmower here. Need to do an oil change, replace the filter. We have an air filter, fuel filter replaced as well. Sharpen the blade, grease it. And probably start off by giving it a bath. It's pretty dirty. Always a little easier working on them when they're clean. So that's where we'll get started. What we usually use is Purpa Power. It's cheap and it works good. Just put some in a spray bottle and hose down the motor and everything else, and we'll get it cleaned up. Well, we'll get everything wet, let it soak in for a few minutes, then take it outside and hose it off. Let's get it all hosed off and cleaned up. This is going to take a few minutes. We'll bring you back when it's all cleaned up. Well, let's get started by draining the oil. My big drain pan doesn't really fit in here, so what I usually do is I'll just take an old jug like this, cut it open, and use it for a drain pan. Something like that. Got a couple blocks of wood sitting there. Put the drain pan on so it doesn't fall. And all we have to do with this one, there's no bolt or anything. All you do is undo the cap. And that's it. We'll pull this down and it will drain. First we'll take the cap off, let a little air in there as it's doing it. That's all there is to it. We'll let that sit like that for a few minutes. Drain out. Go over to the other side and look at the oil filter. We'll get that removed. That looks like it's finished draining. We'll put that back together. And clip that back on. And we'll go over to the other side for the oil filter. Okay, we'll remove the old oil filter. Got our new filter here. So we'll pre-fill the filter, but only about halfway because it gets mounted on an angle. You could probably fill it just about to the top, let it soak in for a minute. It'd be about right. We also take a little bit of oil and oil the O-ring. Should be good. Spin that on. And just good and hand tight is all you need on that. That's good enough. So next we'll refill the oil. I can't remember how much oil these hold. I think it's 1.5 quarts, but I'm not sure. We'll put 1 quart in and check it anyways. We're using straight 30 weight. A little thicker. Pours a little slower. Straight 30 weight's getting harder and harder to find as well. Pours like honey. Oh yeah, it's just up to the add mark here. We'll fire it up, let the filter fill up, and then check it again. Let it settle for a second. Yeah, it's dropped just a little bit. So we're probably about 1/2 quart down. So we'll top that up. Right, let's check it one more time. That looks good. Yeah, right to the full line. So 1.5 quart it was. All right, that's done. Let's do the fuel filter next. All right, let's find out how stubborn this fuel filter is going to be to get off. Pull the clips back. It's coming. Whoop. I forgot we should have pinched off that line. Ah, crap, hang on. I forgot. See if that was enough. Just about. It's dripping, but we'll do this quick. The new ones is a Briggs & Stratton, and it has a filter in the direction of fuel flow, just like that, and like that. Good, we didn't lose too much fuel, make too much of a mess. Sometimes these lines get hard and it makes it a real pain to get them off. There was a little bit of crud in there. It was time to change, that's for sure. Well, to get at the air cleaner, remove these two. Alright, this should just pop right out of there, as it does. Alright, that's dirty. Yep, that's well worth changing. Hey, so here's our new one. Briggs & Stratton filter. And this has, same as the other one, a foam pre-filter. What we like to do is put it in a Ziploc bag, like so, and pour a little oil in there with it, and we'll massage it around. Let's see. Oh crap. I ripped the bag open when I did it. Anyways, we'll make it work. Pour a little bit of oil in with it. Not a lot. That should be enough. We just massage it through that filter for a few minutes. And that helps pick up any of the dust and keep the dust in the filter. And then every year, you can soak this pre-filter in some warm soapy water and clean it, and then reuse it for a couple of years. Until it gets to the point like our old one where it's just too used up and not worth it. We'll put a little more in. There we go. So yeah, we'll spend a minute or two just massaging this through, and then we'll put it on. All right, let's try that. Perfect. That's it. Installed. All right, we'll jack this up and get the blades off next. Well, we'll pull the blade off. Got the impact on there. There we go. These blades are a little beat up, so we'll start with them on the grinder here. Really should be replaced. And we'll get one more year out of them. Well, this is going to take a while. I'll bring you back when we're almost done. I guess all that's left is to put a little bit of grease in it, and we only have a couple fittings on this. The front steering and the front wheels. So we'll just pump a little bit of grease in each one. There, you see it coming out there at the bottom, so that's enough. And the wheel, we'll just put a couple fresh pumps in. Six pumps each, that's pretty good. All right, do the other side and we're done. Well, that's pretty much what it takes to get your mower ready for another season of mowing. Thanks for hanging out with me, I appreciate that. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel, I appreciate that as well. If you came here hoping to see us working on our neighbor's property, well, they'll come again soon enough. It's just been a little too damp, a little too cold lately to do that kind of work. We haven't had much of a spring yet. It's been, rainy and cold, not very many nice days yet. And we're going to be a little slower getting back to that than we anticipated too. I had a little mishap this past winter on my snowmobile. Ended up in the hospital for a few days. 6 broken ribs, punctured lung, a burst fracture in my spine to L1. That's healing kind of slow. The ribs are feeling good now, but that's going to keep us from throwing around a chainsaw and firewood for a while. We're going to be on light duty for a better part of the summer by the sounds of it. We will get back over there and we will get some stuff done, but it's going to take us a little longer than we anticipated, that's for sure. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the video.